feel like the biggest driving race right now. Oh, me. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to a brand new video. I am David Got Vlogs, here with another David Got Vlog. Now guys, one of the craziest things just happened to me, and I'm here to tell you, I'm here to spill the tea. If this is your first time watching my video, welcome to my vlog channel. I have a main channel that I go by David Got Kicks, where I post all of my sneaker content, hence the name David Got Kicks. I drive a 2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe wrapped in Tiffany blue that is sitting on some Megan Racing coilovers. So the car isn't your average height car. It is a little lower than usual. While I was editing this video, I kind of made it seem like the restaurant was at fault, but I want to make it clear that it was the valet's fault. Not necessarily the restaurant. The restaurant handled the situation, you'll see at the end. And this is a restaurant that I really love and really do adore. So if you guys know the restaurant from the surroundings, this isn't in any way bashing that place. This is just an incident that I had with the valet company. But yeah, I just wanted to make that very clear. This restaurant, I love this place. I will keep going to this place. It's just a bad experience with valet. And instead of me keeping all this energy bottled up inside, it is healthy for me to release it and probably make a YouTube video. The first time I ever let a valet company take my Genesis Coupe ruined my car. They destroyed my car, guys. Not really, that's just being a little too dramatic, but they did mess up my rear diffuser. And you guys are in luck because I do have footage from my dash cam to show you. I don't have the footage to show you what exactly happened, but I have the footage to show you what happened while I was at dinner. When I left my car at valet, I'm gonna show you everything that they did wrong with my car. And I'm so happy that I actually had a dash cam rolling, because I wouldn't have known any of this if it wasn't for that, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure the guy wasn't aware that there was a dash cam rolling, even though it's really obvious. It's the mirror that turns into a dash cam and it lights up and everything. So I'm pretty sure he knew. Like, it's always on unless you click a button that's under. That's what's really weird about that. Let's get right into what happened. Strike one. Before we actually enter the parking lot, I was looking for parking in the rear of the building. I was looking around and a lot of the spots were really narrow and there wasn't really secured spots for each car, so you kind of had to just make your own. And this is a really nice restaurant, but the back parking lot is just trash. Like, for a restaurant like this, you'd expect them to have lines and maybe their own secure spots and all this, but it's just really tight in the back. I really didn't want to take any chances leaving my car back there super close to another one, because that would probably get a door ding at the end of the day. And I didn't want to go up the driveway yet because it was a little steep, not too steep, but it was just a little steep for my low car. So I didn't want to go up there yet because there were just a secured section just for valet in the front. I didn't want to drive in and just drive out. So I parked on the side, and there was an entrance right there where it says no entrance, but I parked on the side and I was kind of waving the guy down, asking him if I can pay with card inside because I didn't have any cash for valet. This is like my second time ever using valet, and all the other times I've always had to use cash. And as I was pulling over to the side, he starts waving me down and he starts saying that I'm not allowed to enter through there, that I'm going the wrong way. And just the tone in his voice wasn't the best. I feel like he could have approached that a little differently. It's not the biggest deal in the world, whatever. He said it was okay to use valet with a card. So I went around, brought my car up the driveway, scraped a little bit, and then he was guiding me in. And the way he was guiding me looked like he wanted me to turn my wheel into the parking spot. Right there. Doesn't that look like he wants me to turn my car into the parking spot? I don't know if it's just me, if I'm going crazy, but that looks like he wants me to turn my car into the spot when there's an open spot right there. So then I kind of get confused and I start reversing a little. And he starts telling me to back up, straighten it out. Which gets me even more confused, because how can I straighten out into that spot if I'm not even in? Like, what are you trying to say? And then he knocks on my car 3 times as I'm driving. Roll the clip.
Okay, no. Huh. I just need 2 lanes.
Oh.
Now straighten it out.
Okay, wait, so...
Pull forward a little bit, Stop.
Okay.
Thank you. Put it in park. Leave it running. Sorry about that.
It's okay, I mean, you can just talk. Nothing.
No, we just... I'll give you a ticket.
I thought you were signaling me to park.
Here you go. No. I gotta have 2 lanes. Or else people get...
In what world is it okay to knock on someone's car? It doesn't matter that my car's wrapped or not. If my car wasn't wrapped or whatever, if it was any car, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't like it if someone knocked on their car. Like, we're not animals. I just didn't really like that at all. And I didn't say anything bad or anything as you saw in the video, but it's just like, he could have used his words, okay? So I give Valet the keys, and before I go into my reservation, I ask the valet driver, where are you gonna park the car? Just because I'm curious and I want to remind him that the car is low. And then he says, I'll be careful on all the ramps and everything. I know it's low, don't worry. That definitely made me feel 100% good because he knows it's low, so I'm like, alright, bet. This dude knows what's up. He knows it's low. Not really. I was super skeptical about leaving my car just because I know it's low.
I'll be careful on all the, ramps and everything. I see it's low, don't worry.
If you've never driven a low car, it's a lot different. A lot of factors that you gotta think about. You can't go up all driveways, you gotta angle it, you gotta make sure of all these different things. You can't park too close to the curbs, you can't back up too close into the curb because there's a diffuser. There's just so much that goes on to having a low car compared to a regular height car. So I walk in with the sighting, alright? Ah, dude, your commander boots are gonna hit.
Freaking, how dare you say that? I don't care if you're joking.
Ah!
Don't joke like that.
So I go in with my girlfriend, we enjoy the meal, and then it's time to pay for valet. We pay $8, and then we go outside to go get the keys. And I see that my car is hard parked right in front in a perfect area. Hard parked means it's parked backwards into a parking spot so that it can just pull out easily. So then I'm thinking to myself, okay, like that's a perfect spot right there. He didn't really need to go out any driveways. He didn't have to do much driving. He kind of just pulled out, parked it there, and left it there. I'm thinking the car is perfectly fine. Because from the looks of it, the bumper looks okay. Everything's attached still. The lip isn't ripped off or anything. And then I think to myself, wait, is the car parked too far back? Is it hitting a cement brick? He walks to my car. As he pulls forward, I hear the sound of something ripping off, like something just broke. I knew right away what it was because I saw as he turned, he made clear that there was a cement brick right behind him. So I knew right away it was, I was heated. Like I was heated, but none of it came out. I was like a steam pot where everything just steams up and I did not say anything. I showed them that I was upset. They knew I was upset. It wasn't the biggest situation. The rear diffuser ripped off on both sides, so both fins on the side were just hanging off. And it's an easy fix with the drill. But the thing is, I didn't have those tools at the moment. I still had to drive home. The screws weren't even sticking on properly just because it was ripped off, so the holes weren't the right size. And I couldn't remove the rest of the diffuser because those were still connected with screws. So it's like, okay, these diffusers are just floppy. They're just floppy like this. Exactly like this. Like this. And the first thing he says when he walks out of the car is, sorry about that. And that's all I heard from him from the rest of the day. That's all he said. He said sorry about that. And then he continued to say sorry. I could have went off. I could have said some really disrespectful things at the moment, but that was just in the moment of anger and I didn't want to because I know it would have been really mean. So I kind of just didn't say anything at all. It ruined the rest of the night pretty much. It ruined that moment I had. It might not be the biggest situation, you guys, but the purpose behind it all it was just a mess. And at the moment, they didn't even offer to compensate me at all. They didn't give me a refund or anything. I should have asked for a refund at the moment. I didn't really think about that. I just thought about how am I gonna get home without these falling off. I don't want it to fall off on the freeway. I'm gonna have to take the roads, which is gonna be a little bit longer, but it's gonna be safer. And I drove home and I was very upset. But I remembered that I had my dash cam rolling throughout the whole time it was on. So I go home and I look at my dash cam and oh man, this story gets a whole lot better. So the next couple clips that you guys are gonna see is gonna be of the valet driver when he took my car and went to go park it. And I was already cooled down just a little, but after watching this, it got me heated again. It was just super unprofessional that he took my car. You know what, I'm just watch all this, okay? And then you just judge for yourself. Also, one other thing that I want to mention is that the date on the video isn't the correct date. It says February 4th, 2019, but this was just about a month ago, 2020. really necessary. My car's not the fastest, it's not the loudest, but it doesn't take a car expert to know that this dude definitely stepped on the gas. And then this next part, I don't understand. He takes my car into another parking lot and then he just backs up almost a full donut. And then he just reverses into a spot. He then decides to rev my car just a little right before he turns it off, which is really weird. Half hour goes by, my car's still sitting there, and then I think he goes back and he gets it, and then he decides to talk smack about my car.
It's probably like my Mazda.
Ooh, this thing has some engine trouble too. That does not feel good. Damn. Or you just modded the shit out of it, but
My issue is
does not
like
feel
I
right.
get a little more wine to drink, but
I feel like the biggest driving race right now. Oh, me.
Ah, that hurts me every single time. What you just saw was him going down the driveway, scraping my car, which means he didn't angle it properly.
if you crashed someone else's car while you're FaceTiming me, I'm not guilty.
It literally just grinded on the ground. This is the biggest liability of a car I've ever driven. I actually hate this. Alright, I have to go again.
So after seeing all that, I was super upset. And when I called the next day, the restaurant apologized for this ever happening. The manager that works there on the weekend was super helpful, and she was thankful that I called. And when I called, I wasn't angry. I kind of just wanted to explain to them the situation, all the footage that I saw on my dash cam, how it was very unprofessional and they didn't really handle the situation properly. And then she began to tell me that this is another company that they hire. So this isn't technically linked with the restaurant, but it's just another valet company that they hire, which is, I believe, how it usually works. But on a good note, the restaurant gave my girlfriend and I a free voucher to go and have a free meal on them, which is good. I never heard back from the valet company, which is too bad because it really was their fault. But I'm super thankful that the restaurant was able to work with me. Like I said, I didn't come off rude at all. I kind of just talked to them in a professional manner and I explained to them everything that happened. But yeah, the next day I ended up fixing the diffuser. It took me maybe 10-15 minutes just to drill the hole back in and get a nut on the other side so that it won't happen again. It's very unfortunate that this happened, but I am thankful that it wasn't anything too serious, that it was just a small situation. So before anyone says, oh, your car shouldn't have been that low in the first place, you're probably right, it shouldn't have been, but I chose to have it that low. I knew it was a bad idea in the first place to leave my car with them, but I feel like I had no other choice because it was either get a door ding or hope that this valet company would take care of my car, and I just rolled the dice, I guess, that day. But anyways, guys, it is your boy David Got Vlogs, and I'll talk to you guys next time for the next video. Thank you again for watching this. If you watched this all the way through, do me a favor, hit the like on this video, comment what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time for the next video. Bye.